You know, I had to start off with a smile. It's the Real Estate Thursday, people. Good night, good night, good night. It's a great night to have a great night. Hopefully, you had a great day. And I am Toria Howard. I am an educator, but I'm here to educate you on real estate today. We are talking real estate and how you can purchase a home on Section 8 if you didn't know that you can do that. So, I am a realtor here out of the beautiful city of Detroit, the state of Michigan. So, hello, hello, everyone. So, hey, Taliba. So, I am here to talk about Section 8 in Michigan as a whole, but I do service the Detroit and the surrounding areas. So I'm here to explain that you don't have to just be a renter when you're on Section 8. You can also use your Section 8 voucher to purchase your first home. So let's get into it, right? So drop a one in the comments if you're new to my live. Drop a two if you've been here before, and drop a three if you're, going to be staying for the long haul and giving me some energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's get it started because I'm here for a short time, not a long time. I got to get this going. I have another meeting that I got to get into with some marketing. So let's get it going. So, did you know you could buy a house on Section 8? You can use your voucher to buy a home instead of renting. Yes, you can if you did not know. So, Michigan has a program, excuse me, that helps housing choice voucher participants become homeowners. So imagine turning your rent payment into a investment in your own property. So what that looks like is the Housing Choice Voucher Homeownership Program is available in Michigan through other local housing authorities like Detroit Housing Commission, Grand Rapids Housing Commission, and others. So depending on where you live, you can experience, if you has a housing commission and your housing commission has Section 8 under it, you can use your voucher to purchase a home. So the program helps eligible families use their Section 8 vouchers to pay part or all of their monthly mortgage payments. So think about that. You're already using it to pay rent. You can use it to pay your mortgage. So this isn't just about buying a house, it's about building stability, creating generational wealth, and securing your future. Let's dive into it. So eligibility requirements, let's talk about that. So first, you have to qualify for this amazing opportunity. Of course, here's what you need to do and what you need to know about this. Okay. So hello, hello. So you must, first time home buyer, you must not have owned a home in the past 3 years. So you cannot own a home in the past 3 years using this program. Income and employment, of course, that comes into play. So you'll need a steady income to qualify. Typically, you must work at least 30 hours per week unless you are elderly or disabled. So that's the difference. So 30 hours per week unless you're elderly or disabled, and your income must meet the minimum requirements set by your local housing authority. So those are some of the eligibility requirements. Getting tongue tied. So, excuse me. So another thing is you have to go through home ownership counseling. Before you can purchase a home, you'll need to complete HUD approved home ownership counseling program. These courses teach budgeting, mortgage, basis, and home maintenance. So those are very imperative for you. In that, even when you're doing the first time home buyer programs, if you're not using the Section 8 voucher to purchase a home, even the first time home buyer programs, have you do the home ownership counseling. I had to do it when I first bought my first home in 2010. It's real easy. It's nothing really strenuous. They just want you to get used to this large investment. They want to make sure you have some education, some education. It doesn't educate you on everything. That's why you have to hire the proper, team. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So examples of qualifications, let's get into it. So if you are working a job and you have that 30 hours a week, you're doing the home ownership counseling, you haven't purchased a home in 3 years, you can use this amazing opportunity to purchase your home. Of course, being already under the Section 8 voucher will help you as well. So How it works. Let's talk about that. So here's part of the Section 8 transforms from a rental voucher into a home ownership tool. So the monthly mortgage assistance, your voucher is used to pay a portion of your monthly mortgage, similar to how you pay part of your rent. So some people don't get all of their rent paid. Um, they get partial payments. So it just all depends. So length of assistance. Most participants receive help for 15 years if the mortgage is over 20 years or 10 years if it's shorter. So elderly and disabled individuals may qualify for assistance indefinitely. So if you are, this is just a leverage tool. Use this as a leverage tool to help you get on your feet, because if you're getting your mortgage paid, that money that you're not paying towards your mortgage can help you invest, save, do some things to elevate your income. Because once you do that, then you can take on your mortgage, and guess what? The majority of it will be paid by then. So it's a leverage tool. It's not a handout. It's not nothing to feel bad about. It's nothing that you should look at as, you know, in a frame of, feeling sorry for yourself. This is a leverage tool to help you get into a home, use the resources. There's nothing wrong with using the resources that are already available to you and getting that home, securing it. You can use it. You can use it as your starter home and then leverage it, elevate up. That's the whole point. So it make sure that expenses are covered. So the voucher can be applied toward the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Because usually when you have a mortgage, it's not just the mortgage payment. It's the principal. It's broken down: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So all of that will be as part of your rolled into your monthly bill. It should be, and you will be paying your taxes in escrow and your insurance in escrow. And what that is, they will store up the funds until it's due, because usually that is paid out yearly, where your mortgage is paid monthly. So, for example, if your monthly rental voucher is 1,000, that same 1,000 could go towards your mortgage. That's how that works. So imagine owning your home for the same amount or less that you're renting for. That's that's phenomenal, and you can use this as leverage. So tips for success. So what you can do is, these are some actionable steps that you can do to prepare for using this type of program. So save for upfront costs. Now, it's going to pay for your rent, your mortgage, but you have to make sure that you have money for your inspection, your appraisal, and your closing costs. Now, you should get with a lender that knows how to do this, because they have programs that help you with your closing costs as well. So attaching yourself to a good lender, asking those questions like, hey, I have a Section 8 voucher. I know I heard about that it'll pay my mortgage. Is there any other programs that I can use to help with the closing costs? Now, your inspection and your appraisal has to be paid out of pocket. Depending on the square footage of your home is how much that'll be. So that varies. So they're not typically covered under the voucher. So you need to make sure that you have that. So that's why I said your closing costs can be paid with other grants and things that are offered by the county, the city, and the state that you're in. So building your credit. Now, on Section 8, they don't really look at your credit, so they're using your voucher as your credit. But this is a good opportunity to build your credit score by with your mortgage. So consider paying down your debt, though, avoiding new credit inquiries, and keeping your credit utilization, excuse me, low, even in this process, because they still going to come through your finances, and you want to make sure that you are looking like a good steward of your money. So making sure that you are no new credit inquiries. Don't go try to buy the car and try to buy the furniture. Do all that afterwards, or after you get the keys and you open it and you sign your name on the deed. Not even before the closing table. Wait 2 weeks after the closing table, so that you'll make sure that you are in there. Because I've been in situations where people have lost their homes at the closing table. It has happened. It almost happened to me. So it can happen. So make sure that you are still managing your budget, still managing your credit cards, your credit. However, even though you're getting this assistance, this is used as leverage to help you build a foundation, your financial wheelhouse. So work with an expert. partner with lenders. Get to talking to making relationships with these lenders, real estate agents, housing counselors. Get familiar with the people that you want to work with on Section 8 and the rules in Michigan. And if you're in any other state, follow the rules of your state. They have the same program wherever Section 8 is in any state. So make sure that you're following those rules and get familiar. Build a rapport, build a relationship with these people. You can contact me. I know lenders that in Detroit and the surrounding areas who help people with this type of Section 8 voucher purchase. They're experts in it. And like I said, closing costs can be, coupled with other grants that the state of Michigan has, the city of Detroit has, all these different things. And that's what the lender is here for. They're here to get you to the closing table by any means. But you need to make sure that you're budgeting properly for an inspection and appraisal still. And then stay informed, right? Know what's going on in your local municipality. Know what's going on in your housing authority, program changes, program specifics. Rules may vary between cities like Detroit, Grand Rapids, Ann Arbor, or any other city. So make sure that you understand your rules in the city that you're in, because yes, Section 8 is a state program, but still the different cities have different mandates and different rules. So make sure that you know those. So success is all about preparation and getting the proper education and building those relationships. It's all about the relationships, right? So let's look into some real life examples of how that works. So we're going to share this a story about a Michigan family who turned their Section 8 voucher into the keys to their dream home. So a Detroit mother of two transitioned from renting to owning under her voucher. She started HUD counseling. She improved her credit and saved $3,000 for closing costs, even though you could get some closing costs in there. The conversation is for Section 8, people that are on Section 8 turning their rental vouchers into a mortgage. That's what it's for. But it's still, some of those rules still apply to people who are purchasing a home, because you still have to have, budgeting, good credit, closing costs, those different things. So, like I said, it's a Detroit mother who transitioned from renting to owning her dream home. Like, she went through the HUD counseling. You have to go to HUD counseling if you're using a first-time home buyer program anyway. They make you go through the counseling. It doesn't matter if you're using Section 8 or not. If you're using a grant program, then they require you to do HUD counseling. She improved her credit. She saved $3,000 for her closing. And look, it's tax season, y'all. This is a pivotal time to take some of that good tax money and saving it towards your home purchase. So her voucher was $900, and that covered most of her mortgage of $1,200. So she bought a home of $120,000. So that's the thing. Like, she saved $400. So that is, a great way for you to be able to take. Look, I'm not paying 12. You only paying the difference. So making sure that you understanding where that money is coming from and using it, and then using these programs as leverage. And Section 8 is not just the only platform that has these type of programs that you can use. I'm gonna talk about another one next time my next go around with buyers with NACA. NACA that has the same type of program, even though it's not a voucher per se, but they have similar things. So you can be a homeowner on Section 8. You don't have to continue to rent. All it takes is the right plan and the right resources, building your team, building that rapport, getting that education, knowing the rules for yourself. As that famous quote from a Players Club, never trust anybody's information but your own. Trust me, I know. So, trust experts, yes, but also get the education for yourself. Find out the rules. It's easy. I mean, you Google it. It's under the state of Michigan. So make sure that you know. So what are your next steps, right? Let's talk about the next steps. You contact your local housing authority. Reach out to your Detroit Housing Commission or Grand Rapids Housing Commission or Ann Arbor, wherever city that you're living in the Michigan area, or any area that you are in, whatever state. and see if the commission participates in the home ownership program. I know Detroit does. So make sure that you are reaching out and building that relationship and saying, hey, it's part of their job to get you in a home. So make sure that you are doing your due diligence. So sign up for any approved home ownership education courses to gain knowledge you need. Look on Eventbrite. Look into your local community centers. Look at your local real estate agents for these type of knowledge based programs. I'm going to be doing a few on my own. I'm going to do some home buyer workshops and homeowner workshops and invest. So I'm gonna be doing some different things that gears to different people who are looking to purchase on a different level. So, and the next thing is build your team, build a rapport with these specialized individuals, work with trusted real estate agent, lenders that specialize in these programs, and take action. It's all about taking action and being about that action. 2025 is your year to thrive, and you become a homeowner by using what you already have, using that leverage. Those of you that are on Section 8, but even if you're not on Section 8, there's so many grant programs for people and incentives to buy a home right now, and plus the tax benefits as well. So that's another video for a different day. But I just I understand the benefits of being a homeowner. You just have to go into it as an investor and using it as leverage. Start where you are, get your starter home, take that, and once look, you didn't saved, 400. Just for the example, she's saving $400. $900 a month. Think about what you can do if you leverage this program, being able to save your rent money to leverage it for savings, investing, whatever else that you want to do, start a business. So you using these programs as leverage to help you build your foundation. It's a starter home. That's all it is. And you can take that home and use it for a rental property and use the equity. Hi, Brandon. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm about to be done. But I just want to let you know that it's possible. Even if you are a renter, it's possible to be a homeowner with all this money that is across the cities, the states, the counties. Take advantage of these programs, because if you don't use it, they lose it. And they take it and use it for other things, y'all. Let's just buy up the real estate, especially here in Detroit. It's a lot of investors. I'm working with an investor client right now out of California. So it's a lot of people that are looking to invest in our city. And if you are not taking advantage, you're going to look around and it's going to be everything is going to be for rent. So make sure that you are looking into your leveraging whatever it is that you have. If you are a first time home buyer using that, if you are a first responder using those resources they have for teachers, firefighters, police, military, y'all got the VA loans. And if you're on Section 8 using the voucher, using programs like home ownership programs like NACA, and so many different avenues, so many different ways for you to own a home in 2025. It's no excuse. So you just got to get your if you got to get your credit together, I can help you with that as well. But I would love to assist you. Share this video with anybody you feel this will benefit, not just for anybody on Section 8, but just renting and period. Because everything that I said about turning your rental voucher into a mortgage, it's the same thing. Rules apply, because you're going to have to do the HUD counseling. You need to improve your credit, paying down debt, getting your documents together, all of those different things. Well, with the Section 8, you don't have to get any, documents per se. They have all that documentation already. So I bid you adieu. I'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share. Please go to my YouTube channel to subscribe. It is RE with T as well on YouTube. And I will see you all. Thank you for all that have participated and commented. And like I said, share this with somebody you feel this is some great information for. And it's not just for people on Section 8, it's for home people wanted to buy a home, period. So have an amazing night.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. What I was going to ask. Hope I get my clapping in there. Are you finished?
I still got one of my cameras on, I think.
Are you finished?